Hi, my name is Kelly Smith. I want to welcome you to my website here, trusting me with your email. I have a couple of goals here why I'm shooting this video. I'm here at Virginia City, Nevada. You've probably heard of it before. It's a famous old mining town started in the mid to late 1800s, and it has a lot of history here. Now, I've chosen this specific place here for a couple of reasons. There's a couple of valuable lessons here. Now, before I get into that, I want to share with you a couple of things. Number one, my goal here is to help you make money online. Virginia City was in the gold rush days, in the late 1800s. The internet now is the gold rush days today. It's part of the reason I've shown this up here. Chose to come up here to show you this video. Now, I want to be very strategic in what I'm doing here. I'm very strategic in what I'm saying, how I'm saying it, what I'm talking about, and for you. My goal here is to help you make money online. That needs to be your goal too, okay? So pay very close attention to some of the things I'm doing, some of the things I'm saying, why I'm saying it. Now, I've picked Virginia City here, a local point of interest, to give some little interest in the thing instead of just a boring background with, in an office or something, a whiteboard. I mean, we'll do some of that type of thing, but I think it's more interesting to see what's going on around here, a place of interest. You have places of interest near your hometown too, and there's some lessons in history that you can draw upon to share with other people. I have all kinds of lessons with Virginia City. So let me share with you one of them. Number one is that a lot of money was made here in Virginia City. I mean, a lot of money. Gold, silver, all kinds of things. They had the mine owners, they had the workers, they had everything. But who made the most money? Well, there's the Mackeys and the Bowers and some of the other ones that did. They made an astonishing amount of money. Even by today's standards, it's an astonishing amount of money. And yet, the miners really didn't make that much money. There's a whole bunch of people that came here for Virginia City hoping to take advantage of the gold rush. Now, don't pay attention. There's cars driving by, motorcycles. This is a tourist town, so I apologize for the noise, but it was more important to be here than to worry about those kind of things. So back to my question, who made the most money here? People flocked all the way, even from Europe, to come here to work and try to make it rich in the gold rush days. But who made the most money? Well, the vast majority of the ones who made the most money were those who sold the picks and the shovels to the miners and the owners. They sold the blasting caps, they sold the dynamite, they sold the drills, they sold the wheelbarrows, sold the railroad, sold the transportation, the water. All those are the ones that made the money. The owners, yes, some have made astonishing amounts of money. A lot of them went broke. Now, one of the mines up here, I'm not going to give you all the names and stuff, but one of the mines had made like $20 million, in 1860 dollars. That's well over $1 billion today. A lot of money in this one mine. Somebody went right next door to it and decided, we're going to build a mine right next door. They got a claim, and they threw in a lot of money to build all the shafts and all the transportation, everything like that. After several years, they pulled out, I think it was like $3.24. Right next door to the ones that made $20 million, these guys made like $3. And they put in hundreds of thousands of dollars of equipment, everything, didn't make a dime. It's a museum piece now. It's still there. They made more as a museum than they ever did as a mine. But so that's what I'm pointing. One of my points here is, you could be right next to somebody that's making a fortune, and you're doing as much effort, you're doing as much work, you're doing everything, the same thing they're doing, but you're not in the right spot. So I want to make sure I point you to the right spot. Now, this whole video, I'm going to do a series of videos here in different places and different things. Number one, I'm going to teach you principles. I'm going to be very strategic about what I say. I'm going to teach you principles. I'm going to show you, because there's three facets here. Number one, you've got to know how to pick a product. You've got to pick a product, and there's some very specific things I want you to look for when you pick one. Don't just pick anything and try to sell it. It may or may not work. Somebody's making money, somebody isn't. So I want to show you a couple principles, the things that I'm looking for when I want to pick a product to sell. So I'm going to show you with some of that. This is not a pitch fest. I'm going to teach you things. I'm going to share with you things that I've learned. Just so you know, I have a master's degree in internet marketing. That was, it was a good decision, but I could not have picked a worse degree to keep up with. Oh my heavens, it changes all the time. Not just every year, not every month, it changes every day. So I'm glad I did it, but I look back, I probably could have spent my money doing something else instead. But it gave me something, it changed my whole view of the internet. It changed how I view things, how I see things, how I want to market things. I used to buy every stinking get on the first page of Google program there is. I mean, it's embarrassing. I have a huge list of programs I bought over the years. I mean, I guarantee you I bought at least as many as you, maybe, probably more. I mean, it's embarrassing. Trying to learn this whole thing. And then my master's program completely changed all that. I mean, I still buy them, I still look at them, I try to keep up with things. But that changed my whole view for things. It gave me a 30,000 foot perspective regarding the internet. So that's a very important thing. So number one, I want to teach you, number one, how to pick a product. And number two, how to get traffic to it. How to get people to come there. I mean, there's all kinds of programs out there. You tell your family and friends, you put them on Facebook, you put them on social media, and you spend a lot of time and money that don't work. I'm going to show you a couple of things that work very, very well. The possible you get hundreds of people a day to your site at very minimal cost. Okay? So that's number two. Number three, even if you have all this transportation, all these people coming here, all this traffic, if they don't convert to a customer, then what's the point? So that's the 3-point strategy of what I'm doing. Number one, how to pick a product. Number two, how to get the transportation to it, the traffic to it. And number three, how to convert them from just a visitor to a customer. Now, I hope you're paying attention to what I'm doing here. It's very strategic. I'm sharing with you something, a local historical site. I'm showing myself. I'm showing something of local interest. I'm not using somebody else's videos. I'm not doing all kinds of things. And notice this video is not going to be highly edited. I'm trying to not do any editing at all. I mean, I have the capability of editing anything I want. I have a son who works at a production studio, and we can make any video we want. But you can't do that. I mean, highly doubtful you can do that. Some of you can. But you can't do that. And so I want to do something you can do. So just imitate what I'm doing. We're going to not be right next door to me. We're going to go down going down the same mine together. We're going to get rich together. So that's the goal. So I hope this makes a lot of sense here. I hope this will be a benefit to you. Now I'm going to shoot more videos. You're free to watch them. Take a little time, take some notes, and we'll go from there. So this is Kelly Smith. Thank you for signing in here. Look for the next video, and I'm going to teach you another principle about this whole program. And I'm not going to flood you with things. I'm not going to give you a bunch of buy this, buy that. That's not going to work. Education is the issue here. That's the number one thing you're going to need, is how to know how to do this. And because, like I mentioned before, the internet is the gold rush today. This is the gold rush of 1860. The internet's the gold rush today, and we all want to do it. We all want to make money online. We see what's going on. We see what's happening. If you look on the statistics, all the advertising dollars have shifted to the internet. That's where everything is. That's where everybody's making money. I mean, Google now makes twice as much as all the radio, all the TV, and all the newspaper advertising combined in the whole United States. Google more than doubles them in terms, because everything shifted there. Why is that? Because that's where everybody goes. That's where you can track things. You can make sure that you know what happens. You know that somebody clicks on it, you know where it came from. It came from Louisiana, it came from Toronto, Canada, it came from Hawaii. You know what time they clicked on it. You know how long they were there. You know if they were on a Mac or Windows or a phone or a tablet. You know all this information. We want to do all those things. I want to educate you regarding all these principles. Now, they're not all going to be out here in the outdoors. I'm going to do a lot of them indoors because I just don't have the time to do all this. But I want to educate you, and I'm going to try to do that. So pay attention to what I'm doing, how I'm doing this, and let's get working together. So I'm going to show you, first what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to pick a product. All right? Look forward to the next video. Have a great day. This is Kelly Smith signing off. Thanks very much.